everyone doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have to ask this before no return. Now, hey, guys, the mines that you're in was an actual working coal mine. And they worked this mines from 1890 to 1910. And before it was a coal mine, there's a big farm, and the brothers didn't even know this coal seam existed on their farm. And one day they were digging a hole for a fence post, and they found the coal seam. Now, this coal seam runs through Virginia. It's all through West Virginia, and it's called the Sewell seam. And in this mine, this seam is 32 to 40 inches high. And I'm gonna show you the coal seam, and it is, look at that, get my switch. All that black area is the coal seam. All this above it, from here on up, is nothing but rock, and the miners did not remove the rock, but the city of Beckley removed it. And if you look over here, you're gonna see it's a little bit higher there. Now, the men that worked in the mines in 1890, the money he would make for his family would be what he put into this car. They were paid 20 cents for each ton that they loaded. And they had to load 6 of these cars a day to keep their job. All the tools that a miner worked with, he had to buy and furnish. The only thing the companies furnish for the miners to work with are these safety posts, the cars, the animals, everything else the miner furnished. All miners had check tags. And this is what I'm calling a check tag. The miner had several of them. And the miner, when he loaded a car, he'd place a tag on the side. And that tag would identify the man that loaded the car and how many he loaded a day. And they'd pull it outside with the animals, and the young boy would usually come pick it up. And when they got it outside, the first thing they would do to the car is they'd weigh it, see what was in it. And after they weighed it, they would dump it. And once they dumped it, someone went through it looking for rock. If rock was found in the car, the miner only got 5 cents a ton. He was not allowed to load any rock in the car at all. Now, at that time too, there were a few problems with dishonest people. And what I'm referring to is that tag would be on that car when it left the miner's sight. And when it would go out of his sight, someone would remove the tag, throw the tag away, and put their tag on. And they got paid for something you struggled to load. And the miners would do something to make everyone honest, and what they would do is they would take these tags and place it on a piece of wood. Take the wood, throw it in the empty car, and load the coal on top of it.
Ah, smart.
And you'll find very few people want to remove a ton of coal for 20 cents. Now, they had a lot of dangers. And these dangers I'm gonna tell you about are in the mines today. Except we deal with them differently than what they did in 1890. And one of the dangers is a natural gas called methane. And methane comes from the coal seam. And you can't smell it, see it, or taste it. That gas is light, it'll float to the top, that's where you're gonna find it at. This gas I'm talking about is real easy to explode. And this man would go look for those dangers I'm telling you about, received a nickname for doing that job. And that nickname was Fireballs. And some men were called that today because the nickname is stuck with them. Now, this man would get a torch, light the torch, go through the mines, stick it up against the roof, either walking or crawling, and look for that natural gas. And you know what happened to him when he found it?
They're all bold.
Huh?
I said they're all bold.
Now, this man received that nickname. He did not receive no more money for doing it. And that's the only way they knew how to get rid of the gas at that time. They called that burning it off. And now, if they waited until a large amount would occur, they would have a disaster in the mines, killing every man and animal that was in the mine. Now, This man, he was easy to locate. All you had to do is go around and start looking for someone that didn't have eyebrows, mustache, or beard. Didn't know what he did for a living. And all of them had this.
Canaries.
What did they use the canary for?
If it died, they knew there was gas.
Wasn't gas. You watch too much TV.
I do much in it, do it.
Black damp in the.
Black damp, yeah.
What is
Miners call it black damp. What it actually is not enough oxygen for a person. The bird was so sensitive to it, it died way before the miner, allowing the miner enough time that he could safely get away from it. Now, black damp's heavy, it's real water, it's on the mine floor. If you put this bird cage on the mine floor with the bird, as long as it was singing, he was okay. But if it stopped singing and he didn't pay no attention to it, the miner had the same problem with the bird cage. Now, there was something that came along that would save all these birds' lives. And what I'm talking about is it came from England originally, and it's this. Anyone know what this is?
Oil?
You knew about the birds.